Hi, it's Lisa Pate here from Self-Satisfaction for Women. Welcome to the third video in this series. Now, in this video, we're talking about you as a woman and stress, and how, as a woman, you're wired differently for stress than a man. So the way you create stress and the way you deal with it is different for you as a woman. And today what I'm going to do is share with you 3 very common causes for stress for women so you can avoid those, and also the quickest and easiest way I know how for you to release stress if it does catch up with you. So let's talk about these 3 common causes of stress for women, because these may very well be affecting you right now in your life. So the first one is getting stuck in doing mode. Now, this might sound really simple, but what's important about this is, remember we spoke in the first and second video about when you're in your masculine, you're being directive and purposeful. Now, if you think about it, when you're achieving a goal, there's a certain amount of tension you need to hold in your body and in your mind. You need to create the structure, the thinking structure, the physical structure around you to make that happen. And there's a certain amount of tension that you need to carry in order to make that happen. I always liken it to the fact that if I'm holding an apple in my hand, if I don't want the apple to fall, if my objective is to hold the apple, I need to hold it, and inevitably there'll be tension in my fingers. Whereas the moment that I relax my fingers, then of course the apple will fall whichever way. And that's the difference between being in your masculine and your feminine. When you're in your feminine, you're not in doing mode or focused mode. When you're in your feminine, you're relaxed into what is in the moment. And there's a fluidity in your body, in your feeling, in your awareness. So the thing is though that when you're in doing mode a lot, whether you're at work or at home, that doing mode can become a habit, and you can begin to habitually hold your body, and there's a rigidity to it. So it is really important to move out on a regular basis of that masculine doing mode and relax into your feminine body, into your feminine depth of feeling, into your feminine awareness, so that you can reconnect with who you are as a woman. So the second cause for stress, which commonly occurs in women, is this never-ending to-do list which we seem to carry around in our head. And there's a reason that we carry it around, and there's also a reason that it's never-ending. As a woman, you have like an expanded awareness when you walk through a room, or when you walk through life. So we joke about the fact that, you know, when you talk to a man, if he's focusing on something, he can't focus on anything else. But actually that's just the way the masculine works. It's purposeful and doesn't want to be distracted from anything other than that purpose. For you as a woman, when you identify naturally with the feminine, you have this natural expanded awareness, which means when you're walking through your house, you're walking to the bedroom, but on the way, you see in your expanded awareness, in your periphery vision, the laundry that needs to be done, the curtain rod that's been broken for a year, the pile of paperwork on that desk, the kids' toys, if you have kids that are lying on the floor there. You see all of those things, and everything you see sort of adds itself automatically to your to-do list that you're mentally carrying around. Whereas if you're really in your masculine, you won't notice those things. Or a man who identifies more with the masculine, he won't notice that. You know, often we joke about when a man says he's going to bed, he's going to bed. Whereas a woman, when she says she's going to bed, half an hour later, she finally gets to bed because she's doing all those things on the way that she's seen in her sort of periphery vision. So that never-ending to-do list that you're carrying around in your head can really deplete you and can cause a lot of stress, because you kind of go into this overdrive. You know, as a woman, you have this innate ability for endurance, and so you keep going and you keep going and you keep going, as does the to-do list. So the second of these common causes of stress for women is this never-ending to-do list. Now, the third common cause of stress in a woman is not having clear boundaries. And this can manifest in many different ways within your relationship, within your work. But naturally, a man will be much more defined in his boundaries, whereas a woman, for many reasons, the need to please, your natural flexibility and flowing nature as a woman means that you can sometimes be less strong on your boundaries, which is why when you see all those things in your periphery vision, even though you were going somewhere else, you kind of forsake that boundary and attend to something else that might be a distraction, but because of your natural flowing way, that's what you do. The thing is that it is really important to be able to create and sustain good, clear boundaries so that you can curb that to-do list, and also so that you're not trying to please everyone and do everything, because that's exhausting and also causes really high stress, physical, mental and emotional stress. So now what I want to share with you is what to do when stress does catch up with you, okay? And this is what I call the 3 P's: pause, pleasure and play. So when you hit that high stress, you've got to press pause. It's the only way. Press pause and then do whatever it is that is pleasurable to you. Oftentimes as women, we think that if we just get that to-do list done, then we'll be able to relax. But as we've already discussed, that to-do list will always be there. It's never ending. So when you're at that place of overwhelm or high stress, you've got to press pause. Do something that creates pleasure in your body, and here's why. When you create pleasure in your body, you trigger a hormone called oxytocin. Now, oxytocin is one of the most wonderful hormones known to womankind. You produce oxytocin when you orgasm, you produce it when you're breastfeeding, when you feel loved and supported. There are many different ways that you can produce oxytocin. The way that I want to show you in this video is pleasure. When you experience pleasure in your body, you produce oxytocin. So when you produce oxytocin, your body relaxes and you have this increased capacity to cope. So having pressed pause and filled your body with pleasure in whatever way you want to, it could be going for a walk, it could be dancing to your favorite music, it could be giving yourself a massage, it could be a sensual massage, it could be lying on the grass with the sun on your face and the breeze in your hair. Whatever it is that brings pleasure to your body. It can be even as simple as remembering an erotic or sensual or sexual experience you've had, and just thinking about it brings pleasure to your body. So it's really important to press pause, create pleasure, oxytocin flows, your body relaxes, your mind clears, then you can press play and you can attend to what you need to attend to, having let go of the stress completely, and you're now attending it to it with a relaxed, pleasure-filled body and a clear mind. So in these 3 videos, we've talked about how to have success as a woman without sacrificing your personal fulfillment. We've talked about how to create deeper passion and loving connection in your intimate relationship. And we've also talked about how you as a woman are wired for stress and how to release it quickly and easily. So if you liked what you discovered in any of these 3 videos, you'll love what I've got for you next. Go ahead and click the button on this page and you'll get instant access and more information about a free 3-part webinar series that I'm holding called the Life, Love and Intimacy series. And I've created this free series as a way for you to create more love, less stress, better sex, deeper connection and passion in your intimacy, and deeper fulfillment for you as a woman. So if you're ready to take your life and your intimacy to the next level, click the button to find out more. Places will be limited, so do go ahead and do that now so you can reserve your place, and I look forward to seeing you on the call.